going on, investors? Yet another month has passed where we continue to make record dividend payments, and there's nothing better than getting almost guaranteed paychecks for doing absolutely nothing. Now, making money through dividends is almost as easy as, say, I don't know, hyping up a fake boxing event where you both flop around like a bunch of fish and then lightly hug each other and walk away with millions. Talk about the heist of the century. In today's video, we won't be doing any stealings because today we'll be talking about exactly how much money I made this past month in both dividends income and doing options trading. I'll share exactly what companies paid me, and I'll show proof of payment so you know that this is all legit. This is super easy. Anyone can get started doing dividend investing today, and I make videos like this every single month where I share exactly how much I make. So if making money is something that interests you, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos. Before we get into dividends though, let's see what companies gave us a pay raise since we last talked in May. The insurance company Chubb raised their dividend a whole 2.6%. Let's try not to spend it all at once. Even Ernie doesn't approve. We had Medtronic raise their dividend by nearly 9%. Now, Medtronic is one of the more low-key dividend aristocrats. They create medical device equipment. I recently just bought a few more shares of this wonderful healthcare company. I also wanted to highlight a company that has never missed a cash dividend payment since they went public in 1961, and this company is a Dividend King, meaning not only have they paid dividends for 50 consecutive years, but they've also increased the dividend every single year for at least 50 years. And the company that I'm talking about is the home improvement giant Lowe's. Now, this won't be a deep dive. I'm not going to get into too much detail. I'll just go over a few key statistics on why I'm leaning toward buying this wonderful company. This is a company that has consistently raised its top line revenue numbers. It's been consistently raising its EBITDA numbers also over the years. And the majority of analysts whose job is to analyze these sectors are saying that Lowe's is a strong buy right now. They have an optimistic outlook for the future of this company. And how ironic is it that we're getting a Home Depot ad when looking at Lowe's? Probably more of my data just being tracked. This is a sector that's really booming right now, with the price of materials and housing just continuing to skyrocket. And look at how aggressive they've been buying back their own shares. Now, the reason that I'm even talking about this stock is that they just raised their dividend 33%. Yes, a company with a $135 billion market cap that has been paying increased dividends for nearly 60 years found a way to get us a 33% pay raise. I'm usually satisfied if a company gives us a 7% year-over-year raise, so to get a 33% one is quite hyperbolic. If you want a full video analysis on Lowe's, let me know in the comments below. I'll only do it if that's what the people want. If the people don't want it, then I won't put out a video on Lowe's. My options trading is looking a lot more promising after this month. A lot of companies that I've been doing options on, like Palantir, Neo, ChargePoint, they have really finally increased in price, and the premiums are getting quite juicy yet again. Now, I had 8 different contracts in May of 2021 for a total of $201. Now, every single contract that I had expired out of the money. Now, I can already give you a sneak peek and tell you that June is going to be another great month. Maybe we can finally start to switch this downward trend that we've been having recently to an upward trend. For me personally, I feel like doing the wheel options trading strategy is a fantastic way for me to supplement my income. I feel like there's not that much risk if I'm doing it with the stock that I particularly like, if I don't mind holding on to it, if I do get assigned. Now, I've made over $1,200 this year so far, and it's only going to continue as I keep doing option trading and keep doing that wheel strategy. Alright, now for the reason you actually clicked on this video, and that's to see all the dividend checks that I received this past month. To start off with here, we have AT&T. This is a stock that a lot of people have been selling out of. There actually was quite the material change to their business as they announced their billion-dollar deal to merge with Warner Media. That's going to cut their dividend in the future, so a lot of people sold out of AT&T, but for now it's going to continue to pay us $7.80 every quarter. The merger probably won't even happen until next year, so it's going to be quite some time before we actually see that dividend getting cut. Moving on, we have General Mills. They pay us a whole $2.04. We also have some really fun cereal trivia today, and that is, did you know that Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops are essentially the same cereal. They're just branded under two different names, and they're both owned by Kellogg's. Basically 99% of the ingredients are the same. Did you also know that each of the different Fruit Loops pieces, even though they're different colors, there's actually no difference between any of them. They all taste exactly the same. So that's your fun cereal trivia for the month. The next stock that pay me dividends is Verizon, $3.77. Another fun fact here is that I actually sold out of Verizon this past month, so this will be the last time you see Verizon. So I guess that wasn't really a fun fact, more of a sad fact. Moving on, we have one of my favorite companies, and that is MasterCard at $3.52. I know I just booked my vacation for the summer, so that's going to be really good news for companies like Visa and MasterCard as people continue to book their vacations on their cards and they get a small sliver of that income. The next company to pay me was the lovely Apple, a whole $7.70. Apple has been trading pretty stagnant for quite some time now, so could potentially be a great buying opportunity to buy the largest company in the world. Then we have the pharmaceutical company AbbVie paying me $10.40 this quarter. Always love those dividend payments hitting the double digits. Then we have Costco paying me a whole $2.37 this quarter. Costco, of course, paid that special $10 dividend at the end of last year. For each share you owned, you got $10. Just another way that Costco continues to reward their shareholders. Then we have Realty Income, not reality income. This is the monthly paying dividend. REIT paid me a whole $4.51, which then went into buying more of O at $4.51. Then we have Procter & Gamble paying me a whole $2.61. Recently just bought a few more shares of Procter & Gamble for the first time in like a few years, so finally this number will increase. Plus they also recently increased their dividend not too long ago. Then we have DHT Holdings paying me a whole $1. Unfortunately, this dividend has really shrunk in the past year, but I still think I'm gonna hold on to them for just a little bit longer. And then we have everyone's favorite here, Nusi, paying me a whole $8.78. Now, I've been buying a lot of Nusi like crazy. Been trying really hard to get toward that 100 shares of Nusi goal. I already own 100 shares of QILD. So trying to keep those income ETFs high on my priority of buys to do. Then we have another monthly paying ETF in SPHD. Unfortunately, it looks like they lowered their dividend yet again. Now it's only up to 68 cents for me. And then we also had Starbucks pay me a whole $5.85. The last company to pay me in the month of May was QILD, and they paid me a whole $22.07. So a nice cherry on the top of another successful month. Altogether, I had a total of 14 different companies / ETFs pay me for a grand total of $83.10. That is a 94.6% increase from 2020 when I only made $42.71. And the year before that, I only made $14. And we just saw ETFs like QILD are now paying me much more than that every single month. So really, it just shows the progression and power of dividend investing. It just continues to snowball, and it gets us that much closer to our financial freedom goals. Now, my goal by the end of this year is to have each month averaging at least $150 in dividends. And always remember, whatever trials and tribulations we may be going through in life, let's do like Mayweather and like Logan Paul, and let's just hug it out. So I'm still probably making more money going to the bathroom at work, but every month we're getting that much closer to that not being true anymore. Now, I make videos like this all the time, so if you've enjoyed this, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions, I'd love to interact with you in the comments below, or shoot me a message over on Instagram at Citizen of the Year, and follow me wherever you get your podcast, and I will buy, stash, collect cash. You later.